textiles. One of the projects that I signed up for with Workman Arts was the wearable art project called Mad Couture. I decided to focus on addiction issues and the glamorization of addiction. I grew up in the Greater Toronto area in Mississauga, Etobicoke, and Brampton. I moved to Everett, Ontario when I was 15 years old, which I actually found to be a rather traumatic experience, moving from the big city to a small town. Growing up, I did get a lot of attention from my family, but there were times that I did feel isolated. I wouldn't go and play with other kids. If there was children in the playground, I wouldn't go to the playground. My mother was always trying to get me to go outside and play, but a lot of the time I wouldn't want to play with other children. I would only go outside and play if there was nobody else around. So I kind of liked being alone. A lot of the art that I made as a teenager was maybe a little dark at times. I found myself using images and ideas, almost trying to signal people that I really wasn't okay. I believe that the mental illnesses stem from, and was diagnosed that the mental illnesses stem from my childhood abuse. I was sexually abused as a child, so I suffered a lot of anxiety issues, and I think it's all focused on that. The type of mental illness that I have been diagnosed with is Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. OCD affected my life in many different ways. It still affects my life in many different ways. As a teenager, I suffered extreme pain and anxiety, and I didn't know how to cope. I was horribly angry and horribly sad, and I didn't know what to do with it. I received a variety of different types of therapies. The best therapy that I received was art therapy. It encouraged me to use art as a form of expression and to get the bad feelings out of my head. Art to me is a form of expression, coping mechanism, platform to maybe change people's minds or put new ideas into people's heads. It gives me confidence to approach subjects that I maybe wouldn't feel totally comfortable about just going out and speaking out about. Now I'm doing a lot of stuff about addiction and mental health issues, and I'm going to be venturing into abuse issues with my art, which isn't something maybe I would normally just, walk down the street talking about. There's been big moments in recent years for me that helped to shift my thinking and helped to change my perception of myself and my mental health issue. I was married. I lost my husband to cancer in 2007, and that had a huge impact on me and how I view myself and what's important to me, and I don't want to spend my life freaking out and having panic attacks and feeling bad about myself. I want to change things because you don't know how much time you've got, and you don't know what tomorrow can bring. So I don't want to spend my life being unhappy. I want to be empowered and take on the world and put myself out there and be confident and not be afraid all the time. My name is Sheri Ranger, and I'm a visual artist.